林肯盖茨堡演讲词，亚伯拉罕·林肯。87年前，我们的祖先在这片大陆上建立了一个崭新的国家。他在自由中孕育，奉行人人生而平等的信念。现在，我们置身于一场伟大的内战中，它在考验我们国家或任何孕育于自由且奉行平等信念的国家能否长久存在。
Lincoln's Gettysburg Address.
Lincoln's Gettysburg Address
By Abraham Lincoln.
by Abraham Lincoln.
1. 7 years ago,
1. 7 years ago,
our fathers brought forth upon this continent
our fathers brought forth upon this continent
a new nation, conceived in liberty,
a new nation conceived in liberty,
and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Now, we are engaged in a great civil war.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war,
Testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated
or any nation so conceived and so dedicated
can long endure.
can long endure.
我们相遇于这场战争的庞大战场之上，我们来到这里，是为奉献一部分的土地给那些为使国家永存而捐躯的烈士们，让这片战场作为他们最后的安息之地。我们这样做是完全应该，而且非常恰当的。不过广义说来，这块土地我们不能奉献，不能够圣化，不能够神化。
We are met on a great battlefield of that war.
We are met on a great battlefield of that war.
We have come to dedicate a portion of that field
We have come to dedicate a portion of that field
as a final resting place
as a final resting place
for those who gave their lives,
for those who gave their lives,
that that nation might live.
that that nation might live.
It is altogether fitting and proper
It is altogether fitting and proper
that we should do this.
that we should do this.
2. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate.
2. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate.
We cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground.
We cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground.
在此战斗过的勇士们，不论生还或亡故，他们已使这块地神圣了。这远不是我们微薄的力量所能增减的。世人将不会注意，也不会常记我们今天在这里所说的话，但他们绝不会忘怀这些战士在这里所建立的功绩。 然而我们生者更应肩负起留在我们面前的伟大任务。
The brave men, living and dead,
The brave men, living and dead,
who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our power,
have consecrated it far above our power,
to add or detract.
to add or detract.
The world will little note,
The world will little note,
nor long remember what we say here.
nor long remember what we say here,
But it can never forget what they did here.
but it can never forget what they did here.
It is for us, the living,
It is for us, the living,
rather to be dedicated
to
the great task remaining before us.
to the great task remaining before us.
在这些光荣烈士之后，继续他们曾经全力以赴的事业，而加倍奋斗。如此，我们的国家必会在上帝庇护之下取得自由新生，更能使民有、民治、民享的政府在地球上永世长存。
That from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause, for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, and for the people, shall not perish from the earth.